Hey, what's up? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy MB. I'm here to answer any cardio questions y'all may have. Uh, Hit me up. This is where I come answer questions free of charge. Doesn't cost you a dime here. The numbers for box ordering here. I answer your question to the best of my ability, if I can. That is the main thing, if I can. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. What's up, Trent Wheels? What's up? How about them FMX? They pretty good. They pretty good. I think, Vincent, that I'm thinking that because it's pretty hot today. Y'all know it's pretty hot around here in Atlanta. I actually 1.6 dB could have been because of the heat, but I also think the box might be a little bit too big for them. It has very soft suspension, so that you can use multiples in a very small box. Uh, some can go small and large. This one has to stay around 2 cubes, 0.75, 2 cubes to a pair. So in the future, I'm gonna buy a 2 cube box because it's astounding. It's astounding. I let a guy here today that picked up his other product. He picked up 2508 amp in the box, and both of them gentlemen said, "Man, that's crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's crazy." And he ain't got to a 40 yet. That's what let me know that most people haven't heard of 40. They haven't heard of 40 because they be impressed by what they're hearing, and I know what they're hearing ain't the full potential of the sub or what a 140 is. Uh, they are. They being built right now. Shots out to Sky High. That's right. Shots out John Raven Sky High. That's great. Uh, what size box do you recommend for 4 8-inch subs? It all depends on the subs. All depends on the subs. Like I'm thinking these Sky High subs, I would say 3 or even 2.4. So it all depends on the subs, what they can require. Digital Designs, you can build a 5 cube box for 4. G7, you can build a 5 cube box for 4. Solo X, you can build a 5 cube box for 4. You can even do a 6 cube box for 4. So it all depends. It all depends on what eights. They don't all play in the same box volume. That's it's a kind of misconception, but it's totally untrue. How much would it cost to have a box built for a Sundown XV218? It all depends on the vehicle and where if you're gonna pick it up and ship it. That's what it's gonna depend on. Those VMX X didn't hit a 140 as of yet, but did hit 31 hertz at 138. Still impressive. Yes, yes. Particularly when it was 93 degrees and feels like 101. The air is very thin. A lot of other scores with the eights, they had cooler days. When the air is hot, it's rarefied. It's pretty hard. So I'm impressed with the performance. But personally, when I was listening to them, I think the box probably a little bit too big. Might be a little bit too big. So I'm gonna break it down and see what they do there. Here in the future, I don't know if I'm gonna do it immediately, but here in the future. Thank you. What's this? Thank you from 813 with 4 concrete audio. Hey, I'm interested in that concrete audio stuff. Um, they got a new 8 out, C58B2. I hope that'll let me know if my Wi-Fi is going in and out. I hope it don't do that again. They fit to put a new line in. I hope does not happen again. TC, you better start watching me at work. The people don't pay you to watch me. Hey, them people don't pay you to watch me home. Stacey Lasher, what's up, bro? Vincent, yes, I will say that. I will say that. Let me. I will say that. Very deep resume. Very. There you go again. I think Yeah, I think it's going in and out, y'all. Okay, I'm hoping. Yeah, they do love them lows. But then again, my box too low, so it's gonna help any wolf. I'm just trying to show you the output potential. Uh it I got a witness, so we gonna let me I got two witnesses that heard them today right after they did this score. And thought it was somebody. I said, well, I said, no, they ain't it. They ain't a 140. They was like, that's not a 140. I said, no, that's not a 140. Man, that sounds like at least 115. They're very impressive. They are very impressive. What size box? Oh, what size box for Audio Legion Maximus 8-inch subs? I haven't played with them yet. I done broke one of them in. I haven't played with them yet. I don't know if they have a manual or anything they say what they recommend, but that's something I'm gonna have to put a program out on. I'm gonna have to break them in, and then after I break them in, I'm gonna do some TS parameters, and then after I get the TS parameters from both, because I'm playing them for like, well, this set, the first one, the one I broke in, I played him. It took me 6 hours to break that boy in. Yeah, it took me 6 hours. Sometimes Wolf was doing three. That little boy took 3 hours to break that suspension in, and I still got one that I still need to break in. So I'm gonna pull the TS parameters on this one. I'm gonna save it. Then I'm gonna do a freer break in on the other one, and I'm gonna save it. Then I'm gonna average out the two numbers, and then I'm gonna put those into Base Pro Box 6 and see what it tells me. It'll be the optimum box for it. If it comes out with something like 0.3, 0.4, I'm probably gonna go to 0.75. You know, just to see what it can do. They will be probably going into. Hey, when he asks me a question, I gotta ask me all the questions one time. I'm not gonna remember the name and go back. So I don't know what we talking about. They will be who will be going into '07 Chevy Suburban. I don't even know what we talking about. So you gotta answer all in one time. I'm not gonna try to remember each. I'm just not. Just let y'all know. Uh, what's up, Frago? American base X Max 15 and the Chevy Caprice. You're in the trunk. One of your bosses do justice to a person with 415s. Bro, all y'all gonna get is rattle. That's it. I'm just straight up being honest with you. That's all you gonna get. Both of y'all gonna be rattling. So he'll be to tell you who gonna do the. I don't know. All y'all gonna both. All you getting is rattle. Like I think I said on the live somewhere. I don't think you should spend that much money on some subs going in the trunk that you can't even hear. If somebody pays some American-based 4 XFL 15s, you ain't gonna hear the difference. So if you got a trunk set up, do not spend a whole lot of money on subwoofers. All you gonna get is rattle. That's my opinion. You can put anything back there, rattle. What's up, Lou? What's up, baby boy? How you doing, man? Do you think 5Qs is too big for 4DD608? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a standing cutout. Yeah, I would stay around 4Qs. And if you go at 4Qs, you're gonna be right at rated power. Yeah, yeah. Yep, that's what I believe. What about them rampages? We gonna see, baby. We gonna see. They next. I'm. What's up, Fred? I'm waiting to hear myself. I want to see exactly what Jay did. I talked to Jay today. I forgot to call you back, didn't because I was dropping stuff off, Fred, to some customers. So Jay was explaining to me why on the D1 it's 15 millimeters X Max, and on the no on the D1 it's 17 millimeters X Max, and on the D2 of the version 3 Rampage 8 is 15. Well, Jay's doing more truth with his TS parameters. So basically, when you lower the resistance, then of course your magnetic field. No, no, no. How do you say? When you lower it, make sure I get this right. I don't want to misquote him. The length of the wire is staying on the coil, but the field will seem larger to less resistance coming from the coil. So of course you would get. He said, and the byproduct of that is that you get longer X max, more linear X max. He didn't do what most manufacturers do, which is to take that and then multiply it by 1.25. He said 30%. No, one by multiply by 30%, so that you actually show what's actually moving with the voice cord, which would make him be able to list the X max as 22. He didn't do that. He didn't. So if you take 17, multiply by 0.3, then add that back to 17, multiply by 0.3, and add that back to 17, then you get 22 point something. He didn't put that there. So it seems as though he has less X max than the previous version, but it's just how he calculated to show you the actual linear X max without adding the by 7% BL and the something else he said. So in actuality, the V3 does have more X max than the previous version. It's just how he listed the parameters to give more truth and insightful. He credit me insightfulness. He credits a little bit to me to the consumer in America being educated now. So he's not doing a lot of gloss and things to promote a subwoofer. He's not into that. So he's going back to his roots, with the sound quality and then SPL. So it's going to sound phenomenal. So it's going to sound better, and it does have more X max than the previous version. It's just how he calculated it without doing about 30% BL. So if you think about what he's doing, it actually makes sense. Resistance, your BL is going to have one number in a perfect world. As the voice core heats up, your BL is going to change. Okay, the resistance is going to determine your BL as well. That's why you have the BL change between D1, D2, D4. Why? Because your resistance is going to dictate how much that field is going. Your resistance is going to dictate how much that field is going to be interacting with the coil. So he gave you more truth there. And in his words, it can compete with anything on the industry, in the industry. And I agree. I've got a lot of customers that have stated that they never heard anything as deep, as impactful as a B2 audio sub, and it's accurate. And remember, he's doing everything that he's doing with 1,000 watts RMS on his 8 with a 2-inch voice. Yeah. I can't wait to hear myself. I got the second one I got to break in. I can't wait to hear myself because as I'm waiting for the box I got to build for the Sky Hot's a smaller box. I know the Rampage he does fine in 2 or 2.5. We've already seen them do 141s and 140s and 30 all the time in either box volume. It doesn't matter. What's up, MB? Michael Thornton. I'm looking into getting a 05. I can't do nothing with the sit router extended cab. You got a true huge transmission up under that seat. I'm sure I have to do a 2.5 and C lift, which is cool. What you gonna do with that big old block transmission? That's what you gonna do with that. I want to run 8. What 2 would you recommend? I recommend that big ass transmission hump. I don't know what to tell you with that. Just straight up, it interferes with the port tuning and it interferes with the volume. What are you hearing when you say the box is too big? I heard it bottoming out 2 times. As I was applying power, you just say I was applying power. I heard it bottoming out. And I'm going to try it again tomorrow. On a song by Finesse. What's his name? Finesse 2 times. His production team. Well, you get one of my boxes, you don't need no BSI, no nothing. That song was already, all his songs played low. Right where my MBEnclosures is. So I'm gonna try it again, see what happens there. And then at that point, I don't want to abuse him and if it bottoms out. Just slightly. Here too much flutter, not enough pressure. It's not a problem with the subwoofer. It's not a problem with the subwoofer. It's a problem with the spring. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, Lou, I gotta watch that video you seen. I didn't watch the video. I know I'm finna see. No, I'm finna see a 140 probably. Let me see. Let me see. I didn't watch that video, Louis. I looked at it and then got caught up. Let me see. Let me see. Cause I know you, Louis. You doing? Let me see something, man. Oh, that's somebody else sent me something. Let me see. I think somebody else sent me a distance. I thought you sent me something, Luke. I have to look again. Oh, okay. 10 for sure, Lou. That's cool, homie. You know what it is, brother. Brother from another mother. 2 DC Audio XL10s. Okay. Versus 2 DD2508 Supercharged. No competition. In the Silverado Crew Cab, which one would you go with? You're going for output, the DC Audio XL10 is going to destroy them 2508. Yeah. And I know for a fact, you can put 2 of them 2 cubes and play in one of my boxes, shit, below 30 hertz. Fred Porter will tell you that. So the 10s for sure. Minimum size box tuning and port area, you'll give 2 Solo X to fit hit loads and be around 140. That's all going to be vehicle dependent, brother. All depends. That's all going to be vehicle dependent. I cannot design a box that's going to for every application. Sometimes the bigger box might help. Sometimes the smaller box might help, depending on the cabin space. So the minimum box size is 0.88. That's per kicker. Port area, 18 minimum. Then you got to work on your power and make sure your power can supply. And then it's also going to be vehicle dependent. And sometimes you got to keep working with that vehicle. Like I know my vehicle. I know most trucks. I don't know what vehicle we talking about it. And if you want to build a box yourself, then you're going to have to figure it out. Just straight up being real with you, Chad. That's what you're going to figure out yourself. Build over and over again. I'm going in and out again, man. Let's better not be doing that. MB, will any of your kings do a 140 with no seat lift in the 5th gen round? No. No. You don't have no box bearing in the 5th gen round. None of them do it. Not below 35 and on music. Now, what they're doing a burp, that's totally different. Burp score, the music score is totally different. Burp, you playing one frequency. So you can probably burp a very hot 38, 39 hertz, 45, 46. Probably can. Music fluctuates drastically, on rise, going all over the place. And that's why I test subwoofers on music, because that's what I do. I'm not an SPL competitor. I'm not playing one frequency very loud. And to me, telling people that they can judge the performance of a subwoofer based on what somebody does at one frequency very loud is asinine, it's ludicrous. What does it do on music? That's what's important. Oh, this guy did this with this one frequency. Why if I want y'all to understand something. If we gonna base a subwoofer off what one person can do in a what on high performance of any subwoofer size, about how loud it does in the SPL vehicle, then why is not everyone out there buying Boss Audio Phantoms that Carlos Rodriguez in his SPL vehicle did 170 dB for? He did 171 dB with a woofer that costs $135. So if that's the quantification of making the subwoofer good, then everybody should be running about Boss Audio Phantom 15s, because it did 171 for $135. But they're not. So that's why I say don't not let no manufacturer tell you, hey man, this subwoofer did this or this. That has no bearing on music. None. It's the vehicle in the box making that subwoofer perform like that. Thank you, Miss Music Creator too. He's acting up again. Boy, I'm giving y'all real information. It's going crazy. I hope it ain't. I'm not gonna be able that long, about 11 more minutes. Whatever you do, need to get your email or phone number to see about a buy for 4 Mojo sub. The phone number, my phone number to text, do not email me. I don't answer emails. I'm not that type of dude. I do not search my inbox. 19, wrong generation. Text me. The number's on every video and video description. In fact, I don't see how you actually get my phone number when in the description to every video is my phone number. I'm getting, but I'm lost. Oh yeah, this too. Joseph, read the number going across the bottom of the screen. I don't get it either, man. I'll be tripping, man. I said, man, these people high. It's legal in 26 states. MB Johnson, just wondering if the solo X's have come in. Yes, are they still on back order? The D1s are back on back order. All the people that have ordered ones for me, I'm sending them out. If you want a D1 8, you're gonna have to get on somebody's back order. I don't know if are you on my back order? Let me see. Let's see. I got Jonathan Camp. I don't know about you. You said it's Jonathan. I don't know about Jonathan Graves, but I got a Jonathan Camp. If that's you, then I have your pair. Yeah, I don't have a Jonathan Graves. I got a Jonathan Camp. So I think I sent them to him. If I haven't, they're soon to be sent out. But if you want another D1 set or you need a D1 set, you're gonna get on somebody's back order. They that plentiful. They are that heavily sought after. As I said on Facebook, it might be the most sought after 8 in 2025. And it's worth every dime of it, straight up. How much would it cost? I don't discuss prices here, Pepe 588. Message me if you want a price. You won't get an answer here, but I'll read it. How much would it cost me for a single 80 subwoofer for a 80 CT sound Mizio? It's gonna cost more than CT sound Mizio. Yeah. You're gonna cost more than a CT sound Mizio about to ship it to you. It might not be worth it to you. Just straight up, that's the honest truth. Some people say I'm overpriced, then you need to get them to build you the box. Because I'm not gonna discuss my price is what I'm gonna charge to build it. And I ain't concerned with nobody else what they charge to build it at all. MB. Man, this phone here. What is this? Okay. MB, what up? Thanks for the box again. I'm very pleased seeing you a video soon. You're welcome. 813. I got that metal from my Ford F1V cutout. I'll be ready soon. Okay. Just got hide the dollar from my wife. Oh man, don't do that, man. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Let me see. Danny Gatorville, Florida. Do you think the Godzilla 8s are overpriced what they are? No, I don't. They did a 140 and they 260? I don't think they're overpriced. I mean, they 260. He don't even want $400 for them jokes. I mean, what do you want? What do you want to be? What you want to cost? Well, what's wrong with what they are? I don't understand your logic. What do you want it to be? You want it free? You don't want to charge nothing? I think it's pretty affordable. The guys are late, $289. That's overpriced. Did it $140? I don't get it. What price do you want it to be? $100? I'm confused with your question. No, I don't think they're overpriced. $290. Good evening. Have you installed the WaveTech base restore device? Nah, no, sir. I haven't. I have. Didn't see no difference between that and the BSI. I did install it. I didn't see no difference between that and the BSI, in my opinion. Yo, just started watching your videos and I'm just getting to high performance SPL setups. I can't help you. Yo, I just started watching the videos and I'm just getting to high performance SPL setups. I don't do high performance SPL setups. I appreciate all your wise words and advice and knowledge, but I can't help you doing high performance SPLs. You chasing numbers, I can't help you. I'm just showing you what H do. You going for Burt Box's SPL competition, Carlos? I can't help you. It's not a challenge you need to watch. It's harder to hit a 135 dB at 30 hertz in a box tune to 30. Is it harder to hit a 135 dB at 30 hertz in a box tune to 30 than hit a 135 dB at 34 hertz in a box tune to 34 hertz? It's going to take more power to hit 30 hertz. I don't care what slip size you use. As you go down in frequency, more power is going to be applied. You're going to lose more power because if you're setting your app with a 40 hertz test tone, as you start going lower, you're not getting the same power you set with 40 hertz test tone. The cabin, transfer function, and the way you got your box positioned, all that's going to come into play to help maintain that pressure. Then it's going to also be vehicle dependent. That's a lot of things that's one thing that nobody tells you. And I'm always telling y'all, this is what it's doing in my cabin. This is my cabin is a little bit bigger than most trucks, especially we talking about truck setup. If it can pressurize this cabin to this dB score, stands the reason to most likely pressurize a smaller cabin likewise. Maybe not the same frequency because now the wavelength will be shorter getting to the SPL meter. Possibly. Fred Porter might have a problem with that because and I've seen it, 143 with 210s at 28 hertz. He has a crew cab RAM. I have a mega cab RAM. He's got 10s, so I got 8s. But his cabin is smaller. And he's able to register at 28 hertz. So take that information and play with it in your head, see what you come up with. What's up, MB? 25 Silverado. Okay, don't see live needed. Too evil. D2 Scar with a prefab porta box delivered an hour ago. Looking for low base. Any suggestions? I don't know. You just bought a Scar base. You Scar box. Put the subs in there. See how you like it. If you like it, then no sense have a conversation for me. Give me the box. Let me know. See how you like it. You might like the sound. You might like the sound. Might not. Have you heard anything about the Mini Z? Yes. Working on getting that Neo for. You know, the Mini Z it's Neo dependent. So that's what we're working on. And China is doing what they're doing. So it's hard to get a hold of some of this stuff. Hello, my brother. Wanted to know if the Solo X10 considered everyday driver. Thank you for your advance. No, it's not. It's a competition subwoofer. You can use it for everyday driver, but it's not really geared for that. An everyday driver would be any 10 other than the Solo X. It's not considered for everyday driver. It's categorized for competition, but people use competition subs for daily drivers all the time. It's just reason why I say that because it's severely underrated. It says 2,000 watts RMS. You can put a 5K on one. Yes, sir. And it holds up every time. BT Audio, baby. It is crazy, but BT Audio can do it. What's MB? What's your favorite wood and stain to use when you build boxes? I don't really have no favorite stain, but my favorite wood to use is 84 lumber, red oak. I like the red oak. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy, and the reason why I like it because in my application, and it's good even for home audio. I like to stain it black just so I can spray bed liner over it, and then I can see the wood grain through the bed liner. I like that. I like that. Stain, stain is just I stain any color you want, but stain carpet, bed liner on red oak is what I like. It looks best to me. Yeah, because I can see the grain with the red oak. It's the grain is not. It's in the wood. It's a very. It's not a smooth wood. The surface of the wood. So when you spray it with bed liner, you can actually feel the bed liner and actually still see the wood grain, but it's got a black appearance to it. And I like that. Hey, the solo X's are never in stock because they're highly coveted, Fred. I don't know if you're trying to throw shade. You better not be trying to throw shade. I know you ain't. Don't be trying to throw shade on my solo X's. They just that versatile a performer. They just that versatile a performer. Uh, it's just it's kicker. It's kicker. Let me ask this last question right here. Then I'm gonna get out of here. I've been here 30 minutes, and hopefully I can do this without the cutting me off. Not to ask who we got for Xfinity. Everybody having a problem with this 5G. What's up, NBE? Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to you and your family too, Mario, Zach. In a Draco box, NB58s or Rage 8s. I already got a pair of the Rage 8 B2s in the box with debating on the next setup for SQL. Mm. I guess price had to give you your performance difference. You probably get the Rage far cheaper than you're gonna get the Project Audio. I think it's $50 cheaper. But other than that, performance is comparable. Performance is comparable. Both of them can play in a small box volume. Hey, hope I answered a lot of y'all questions. Remember, everything that was said here, for the most part, is my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, there ain't no sense in watching me. If you're watching me and you don't like my opinion, that's called insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Don't be insane. Y'all have a blessed day.